Good afternoon, YouTube. My name is Will. The little one here is Lotus, checking out the microphone. And the big one back there is Enzo. Today is day 7 of my 7-day video challenge I made for myself to make 7 videos on the Evo when getting it back. Will say I am not sorry that this is the last day, to be completely honest. I give a lot of credit to those people who do vlog every day. It is a lot of work. More than that, YouTube is obviously not my job. This is something I do for fun, and work has been on the back burner a little bit this week. I'm kind of excited to get back to work as well. That being said, I still do plan to upload regularly about the Evo, the FJ, the ST, the pups. All that will continue, just not every day. When deciding what to make the final video on, I really just wanted to focus on kind of a tribute to the car and focusing on everything that is specifically my car, being an RS. So we are going to go over some of the little differences, not all of them, there's a lot, but we are going to go over some of the major differences on the exterior, the interior, and equipment wise that make an RS different. Do hope you get some use out of this if you are looking for Evos. I do have other much more detailed videos on the different trim levels. If that's something you're looking for, you can look back for those. This is just going to focus purely on the RS. With that being said, Instagram links below for myself, Enzo, and Lotus. Instagram is the best way to get a hold of me directly. Otherwise, leave comments below. I do try to answer all of those. And with that being said, let's get to it. Come on, guys. Oh. Apparently they took that as let's go racing. Come on, we're tearing up the yard. We just got back from the park too. They cannot have energy. For those of you unfamiliar with what the RS is, let's go over a few of the key external differences. Keep in mind that this is US, we're in the US, so it's a US spec car. In other countries, it is different. I'll mention a couple of those, but to be honest, I don't know them all. First and foremost, you will notice there is no wing. There was never meant to be a wing on the US spec RSs. Most other parts of the world do. You'll notice there are no holes or anything. They're not covered up. It just never was. I will say real quick that this is the JDM bumper and the UK badging. Typically has the normal US bumper and normal US badging. You will notice that I do have the inky wheels. In the US, they did come with the factory wheels. You also got the factory Brembo brakes. I know a lot of parts of the world you got Steelies, and you may or may not gotten the brakes. Now, all the RSs, as far as I know in the entire world, come in either red or white. Why is that? Is that Mitsubishi racing heritage? No. It's because according to Mitsubishi, white and red weigh the least amount. That's right. They weigh the least amount. Now, if you're familiar with Mitsubishi paint, you know that none of them are that great. So the fact that the white and red actually weigh less is disturbing. Other things you will notice is the mirrors and the door handles are not painted. Again, that is to save weight. You don't need that extra weight there. Just leave them plastic. In the US, for the 05 and later the 06 Evo 9s, you do get the aluminum roof, so you do have the little markings there that you see. Obviously, you're not gonna have any sunroof or anything. You do not get vortex generators. That is something that I added myself. Other things you do not get is you do not get the HID headlights. Now, I have mentioned in a previous video that I am thinking about putting the Evo MR headlights in here, which are HIDs. The one thing to know that while the headlights aren't HIDs, it does still have all the wiring for it. So let's go for a short little drive here.
From a stranger on my phone, my vision blurry, so I forget. Dying to hold you, but you left me here for dead.
All right, I don't know how well the mic's gonna pick up how loud it is in here. Not that any Evo is exceptionally quiet, but the RS has virtually no sound deadening material. There's a little bit below the console, and there's a little bit on the firewall, and then below the back seats there's a tiny bit, and that's pretty much it. There might be a few little spots here and there. So this car is completely stock exhaust, but from the inside you would never think that. Sorry, I turned the camera kind of sideways so the mic would be pointing out the window. All right, let's talk amenities. You don't get any, basically. In the US, you do get the Sport Gauge package, which has your volt, your temp, and your boost. Anybody who's astute will notice that it's not a boost gauge. Whoever owned this prior actually swapped it out. It took me a very long time to realize where that gauge came from, but in the US, there was the Rally Art Evos back in the day. See if I can insert a picture of those, but I'm sure you remember them. And I guess there was a gauge kit you could get with them, or they came with them, and it swapped out because this is a very unique size. You can't get anything really to fit in there. So it is what it is for now. I'm not too worried about it since I'm stock. In the US, you do get AC. That was something that originally they weren't going to have, but then last minute they did put it in all the US cars that I'm aware of. You did not get a stereo. You did, however, get all the wiring for a stereo. There was just no head unit, no speakers or anything. Another thing to note is generally the gauges are down here, but they fit the same, so a lot of people swap them. This one already had it. I'm okay with it either way, to be honest, because the gauges aren't really that useful. So that pretty much covers amenities. You have ACD. You have some gauges, and you do get AC. That's it. Those are your amenities. Unlike other countries, though, you do get the Recaro seats. Now, you will notice that these are out of an Evo 9, but they're the same seats, just different stitching and color patterns. Still get the Momo wheel. All that good stuff stays, at least, like I said, in the US. Would have been a good tunnel drive-through. Let's talk safety real quick. All-wheel drive, check. Dual airbags, check. Windshield wipers, check. Seat belts, check. That's pretty much it. I bring this up because there's one thing that's missing that's kind of big that a lot of people don't realize, in that there are no ABS brakes. You know who does know there's no ABS brakes in here, though? Your insurance company. In fact, when they're going through the model trims and they ask you, it'll say like 05 Mitsubishi Lancer MR or something, and then it goes like 05 Mitsubishi Lancer, etc., without ABS. Insurance companies consider that part of its name. All right, before I go in the gym here, let's talk about security, though. There are a couple security features that you may not realize the RS has. First is the manual transmission. Now, all the Evo 8s have that, so that's good. The second one, however, is, well, let me show you. You know how people like their car to beep? Lets them and everybody else know that it's locked. Well, check this out. People see you do this, they know it's locked. I mean, sure, that doesn't prove the other doors are locked. That is until they watch you walk around your car and pull on all of them. Then they know this car is locked and there is no interest in trying to break in. That's something that a beep or a car horn just doesn't portray quite as well. You know, turns out it's a little colder than it seemed. Why don't we go ahead and put these back up real quick. right, back at the house. Gonna get the pups out, give them lunch, and then we will finish this video. Hi, buddy. All right. Oh, you're getting so much better. All right, so that's gonna do it for the Evo 8 RS. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know oh, you're just looking at the mic, aren't you? Yeah. No, you can't have it this time. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos. Like I said, this has been part of a 7-day challenge I made for myself. Since the Evo was back, I wanted to see if I could make 7 videos in 7 days. I did it. I don't intend to do it again anytime soon. I give a lot of credit to those vloggers who do this every day. It's a lot of time and a lot of energy. No, you can't have the mic. No. Jeez, you've got some hops in you. No. Other than that, like if that's your thing, subscribe to follow along with the Evo and its progress. I will have some more updates for it soon. Instagram links for myself, Enzo, and the little basketball player here, Lotus, below. Other than that, you guys have a great day, and I appreciate you watching. Enzo, say bye. Say bye-bye.